Hello world, good morning. This is Maria Abanga. Maria Abanga is your psychotherapist specializing in mental health and relational wellness. Yeah, my other name is Mark. And one thing about me is that I use my personal experiences a lot. That's my purpose in life, and it works for me that way. Therapy practice is still a very new one in my country, Cameroon, in Africa, and I'm kind of setting the pace, and this is me. I just do me, and I love this segment, keeping it real. I love talking about things people don't generally talk about, especially in public. I coach people, I work with people, I help people out, and I sometimes wonder who helps me, right? When I was out there in Belgium, I went to see a psychiatrist, I went to see a psychotherapist, I took a life coach. Yeah, but since I came back to Cameroon, I haven't had access, and it's like, wow, you are this person, so you just have to have it all figured out. No, I can't. And people are beginning to open up, and Brené Brown, she talks a lot about vulnerability. Even before listening to her, I just knew that is who I wanted to be, a vulnerable person, a person who bears her soul, a person who doesn't keep things inside her and let them fester and then put me down, because I had done just that for a long time in my life, and it caused me so much pain, and I attempted suicide, you can imagine, because I was just like, it's all over. But no, it's not over. What you should do when you get stuck in life, or when anything is going on, especially emotional, spiritual, mental, anything, right? You should reach out for help. So that's why I just did this. I am not afraid to reach out for help and be vulnerable. I'm saying this because a lot of people reach out and say, well, I don't want people to know. Yes, I will respect that. I've taken the oath of confidentiality. But sometimes it's like, but you need to at least tell your family, you need to tell somebody, you can't just tell only, how can we just do this together? And then sometimes even they want to tell people, but tell me what's going on. Somebody will reach out to you, and the person will just be, I'm stuck, but they cannot even go down further. So I want to tell you, using a very recent example, how I am not afraid to reach out for help and be vulnerable. I had, or maybe I still have, I don't even know, but I'll call it a love interest or what, I really don't know. But so there has been some kind of conflicting messages, and I'm just wondering, what does this mean? I'm not used to having that. I'm a straight shooter, I just say things and I do my things, and I'm a communicator. I communicate, I write, I sing, I cry, I do all of those things. So I'm not used to emotionally unavailable people, or people who can't really express themselves and all of those things. And so when somebody tells me something and it's something I cannot just understand, I need help understanding that, because there might be somebody who has already dealt with such a person, or who knows that kind of thing. Somebody told me, I love women who take the lead in a relationship. And for me, that was strange, because in my culture, men take the lead. It's true that they oppress and suppress, and I don't like that. But I don't also want to take the lead. I'm like, we need to figure this thing out together. We need to do it together. We need to be partners. But how can a man even say that he loves relationships in which a woman takes the lead? And I just let that be. But I thought to myself, well, maybe you want to understand what it really means, so that you can help somebody out too, and you can also be able to address this situation, or talk to this person and say, I don't take the lead, and I'm not that kind of woman. Because once they said it to me, I just dropped that subject. I didn't. It was even a parting message. So I was like, what am I to say to that? And I don't really know how to take the lead. I'm like, I can suggest something and you suggest something and we do agree on something. But to say I take the lead, no, I don't want to take the lead. I take the lead in my home. Major decisions, pay bills, all of that. But I ask my children their opinion a lot. And so we sit together on the table and we talk about things. So I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm the one taking the lead, No, I don't want, especially all the time, whether you are younger than me or older than me. You as a man, of course, should be able to even just take some leads and make some decisions, and stand up sometimes. Not that be that kind of archaic man who is hitting the table and he's saying I decide and all of those things. No, but be the kind who can say I'm really thinking we should do this and and asking me what do you think, although I strongly feel, maybe I'm so educated, and sometimes I ask myself, am I going to meet somebody who is at my kind of level, emotionally intelligent and all of those things? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to settle for less. I mean, it's not like it's some godly assignment or some badge of honor, like if I'm not in a relationship again, or if I don't get married again, something is going to happen. So I just want to share this because people need to know that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to be vulnerable. Sometimes people are like, yeah, but if I tell somebody, they might go and tell somebody, and the person will go and tell somebody, and soon it will be all over the place. Okay, well, so I put myself out there and I tell the whole world, so nobody can use it to even get any fame or to defame me and all of that. No. And then people can be inspired from my story, not necessarily to tell their own to the world. Not everybody has this heart that I have. I didn't even have it in the beginning. I was an outgoing person, yes, but there were things I kept a lot inside me until I decided in 2013 that I'm done with all of that. So I just want people to know that it's okay to reach out for help. I listened to Joe Biden talk about how depressed he was, how suicidal he got at some point when he lost his wife and his daughter. I didn't even know about that. And how bad he also felt when he lost his son, Joe Biden, and he didn't feel ready to go in for the presidential elections in 2016 because he wasn't emotionally sound, and I think he must have reached out for help somehow. Michelle Obama in her book said she and Barack Obama went for couples therapy. Is that not reaching out for help? Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, they say they love therapy. In short, people reach out for help all the time in several ways. So why should you be afraid to reach out for help? And people can even write things anonymously. I did a podcast. I was in a podcast this morning talking about depression, and one of the things that they offered was that you can go anonymous if you want to, and I'm like, no, I don't go anonymous. I own my story, I own my struggles, I own my everything. I talk about me. When I ask this question, like, what does a man mean when he says he likes only women who take the lead in a relationship? And someone said, run, tell her to. I said, no, it's not her, it's me. I really don't ask questions for people like that. I'm like, I read for other people, I do research for other people, but for myself, I ask, because you can gather all of these opinions or all of these comments and you put them down, create a document. That's what I do. Whether I like the comment or not, there is something in that comment, I pick it and I learn about it. So that's why I thought about doing this quick video. Today is Friday. I really wish for you to have a funky one. And if you get the first opinion, you're not happy, go and get a second one. It's like going for consultation. You're not happy with the outcome, go for the second opinion. So if you are going through any challenge in your life right now, well, emotional, that's what I'm going through. It's not really a challenge like I know where I am, and it's not like it's a do or die matter, but it's something I'm just thinking about. Reach out. There are friends. I've spoken to some privately. I'm still going to speak to another one. I've also put it out there on social media. I'm collecting all of it. I've even learned something new, a new term and all of those things. So do not suffer in silence. And maybe you want to book a session with me so I can also help you out. So you can connect with me. You can visit my website. You can subscribe to my channel. Click the notification button. Those are all the things I hear people say. Follow me on Facebook, Therapist Mark. I'm also on Instagram. I really try to be around some, and on LinkedIn too, right? Okay, so until next week Tuesday for another segment of Therapist Mark. I am yours, Maria Abanga, chiming in all the way from Douala, Cameroon, Africa. God bless us all.